Guru Datta, Jai Guru Datta, Sri 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 Guru Datta. Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyaya Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha, Shri Ganapati Satchidananda Sadgurubhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Guru Datta, happy Devi Navaratri to one and all, and welcome to Datta Arpanam with your hosts Rishi Nirvan Balrup
and Ravita Singh. Jai Guru Datta, happy Navaratri, Swagatam, and thank you for tuning in to Datta Arpanam, a showcase of the life, music and teachings of His Holiness Parama Pujya Dr. Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji of Avadhuta Dattapitam in Mysuru. Today's show begins with the offering of pranams, gratitude, and this invocation prayer at the forever untainted, lotus-like feet of beloved Sadguru Deva Pujya Shri Swamiji, as this show, possible only through His divine grace, is offered to him.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyaya Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha, Ganapati Gurumekam Satchidananda Rupam, Vibhuda Sevyam Yoga Margadhirudham, Sharanamupagatanam Ati Sanghadi Vajram, Mama Hridaya Nivasam Bhakti Namro Namami. Once again, Swagatam, and thank you for tuning in to Datta Arpanam this evening. Today's show is being brought to you through the kind courtesy of Valini's Drug Mart Limited of 58 to 60 Sutton Street, San Fernando, Debe Supermart Limited of 182 SS Erin Road, Debe, Kokie Supermart Limited of 14 Naparima Mayaro Road, San Fernando, and Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited of 1126 SS Erin Road, Debe, and 225 Southern Main Road, Warrenville, Cunupia.
The period of Navaratri is a period during which many feel closer to Mother Goddess. We move closer to Mother Goddess. How fitting it is then that today, as Pujya Shri Swamiji's teachings on Shatashloki Ramayanam continue here on Datta Arpanam, the story moves closer to rescuing Mother Sita. For the sake of creation, that mother bore such torture. For being Goddess Lakshmi herself, she was well aware that for the earth to be free from the torment of Ravana, that demon needed to be eliminated. Mother Sita's kidnapping was a major stepping stone in that divine mission being accomplished.
As good comes closer to triumphing over evil, there's a sense of excitement in the air. But before we hear what today's shloka and the story behind it hold in store for us, let us get today's show started with the offering of Nama Sankirtanam at the feet of the remover of obstacles, Lord Ganapati.
Please open the Bhajanmala app or visit the website www.bhajanmala.com. Enter Bhajan ID number 54 and join Parama Pujya Shri Swamiji as he sings this divine self-composition.
हे नकपा हे त्रिभुवनपा हे गणपा हे नकपा हे त्रिभुवनपा हे विपुल कृपा पालय गणपा हे विपुल कृपा पालय गणपा हे गणपा हे नक तपा हे त्रिभुवन पा हे विपुल कृपा पालय गणपा पालय गणपा शिवसुत हे गुहयुत हे श्रुति विनुत हे शिवसुत हे गुहयुत हे श्रुति विनुत हे गजमुख हे स्थिर सुख हे विनत सखा हे गजमुख हे स्थिर सुख हे विनत सखा करुणया मयि सदा स्मितमुखो भवेश करुणया मयि सदा स्मितमुखो भवेश हे गणपा हे नतपा हे त्रिभुवनपा हे विपुल कृपा पालय गणपा पालय गणपा योग विदित पावन पद हे प्रवितरतम योग विदित पावन पद हे प्रवितरतम भक्ति विजित दिव्य हृदय में दिश दिशताम भक्ति विजित दिव्य हृदय में दिश दिशताम सच्चिदानंद ददपदा प्रदिश में कृपान्ते सच्चिदानंद ददपदा प्रदिश में कृपान्ते कृपान्ते हे गणपा हे नतपा हे त्रिभुवनपा हे गणपा हे नतपा हे त्रिभुवनपा हे विपुल कृपा पालय गणपा हे विपुल कृपा पालय गणपा हे गणपा हे नतपा हे त्रिभुवनपा हे विपुल कृपा पालय गणपा पालय गणपा पालय गणपा
In that enchanting bhajan, Lord Ganapati is described as Smita Mukha, the one with a smiling face. And oh, how when one sings the bhajan compositions of Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji, bhajans like the one you just heard, one is transformed into Smita Mukha. Puja Appaji's bhajans bring a smile to the face, peace to the mind, and energy to the physical body, all the while uplifting the soul. What a beautiful bhajan that was.
You are tuned in to Datta Arpanam on 103.1 FM. Today's show is coming to you through the grace of Puja Sri Swamiji and thanks to the sponsorship from his dedicated helpers, Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited.
As you heard earlier, the study of Shatashloki Ramayanam continues today. So, without further ado, please open the Bhajanmala app once again. This time, scroll down to Stotra ID number 2295 and join Pujya Appaji as he chants the 79th of those sacred 100 verses.
ततः सुग्रीव सहितो गत्वा तीरं महोदधेः समुद्रं क्षोभयामास शरैरादित्यसन्निभैः.
On last week's study of the 78th shloka of Shatashloki Ramayanam, we learnt that having told Lord Rama that he had located Sita Devi, Lord Hanuman suggested that without delay they should find a way to cross the ocean so that they could reach Lanka, eliminate Ravana, and rescue Mother Sita.
Now, in the 79th shloka to which you just listened, Narada Maharishi, who is relaying the story to his disciple Valmiki Maharishi, says, Tata, thereafter, Sugriva Sahito, together with Sugriva, Gatva, having reached, Mahodadhe Tiram, the shore of the mighty ocean, Shobhayamasa, he, meaning Lord Rama, agitated, Sharai, with shafts, Aditya Sannibhaihi, resembling sharp and hot rays of the sun, Samudram, Samudra, Lord of the waters.
When the individual words and phrases are put together, the 79th shloka of Shatashloki Ramayanam says that, along with Sugriva, Rama reached the shores of the ocean. When the ocean refused to obey him, Rama was immensely angered. He took out powerful arrows from his quiver and hit the ocean. Seeing this, the mighty ocean trembled.
So what took place between Lord Rama getting the good news of Sita's location and this altercation taking place with the ocean? Well, to find out, let us look at the story behind this shloka.
Rama was overjoyed upon learning of the accomplishments of Hanuman. He openly praised Hanuman in the presence of all the Vanaras. And immediately one is reminded of the words of Parama Pujya Sri Swamiji, who has taught that we should freely give praise to those who have done a good job. Here, through his actions, Lord Rama is also teaching us this lesson.
The Lord was touched that Lord Hanuman had perfectly completed all the tasks assigned to him. And this time, we learn a lesson from Lord Hanuman. We should never procrastinate. We should never let fear or dread or dislike stop us from performing our duty. Sri Krishna in Shloka 35 of chapter 3 of Bhagavad Gita taught Arjuna that it is better to perform one's own imperfect duty than to perfectly perform another person's duty. Lord Hanuman took his duty very seriously, and by keeping his focus on the Supreme Divinity was able to succeed in his mission.
Lord Rama then mentioned that Hanuman had saved the Ikshvaku lineage by discovering the whereabouts of Sita. And yes, we know that by Lord Hanuman finding Sita Devi, he would have contributed to her being saved. But what about Lord Rama, a direct descendant of Ikshvaku? Well, Lord Rama himself declared that it was only through Hanuman's words that Sita is alive that he, Rama, was able to survive. That news saved him. And so, having saved Rama and Sita, and of course later on Lakshmana, not only did Lord Hanuman preserve the Ikshvaku lineage, but he also came to be known as a life giver.
Lord Rama did not know how to thank Lord Hanuman. He, Mahavishnu incarnate, through his own thinking shows us how important gratitude is to the Lord. He said that he felt helpless at his inability to adequately reward Lord Hanuman for all that he had done for him. This greatly saddened Rama.
But then that ever-compassionate Lord blessed Lord Hanuman with a gift which must have caused Lord Hanuman to get goosebumps. Lord Rama embraced Hanuman.
Sadguru Deva Paramapuja Sri Swamiji only has to look at us and we get goosebumps. We only have to hear that he is coming and we get goosebumps. So, Lord Rama, living the life of an ascetic in the forest, also shows us, through that beautiful, beautiful gift of a divine embrace, he shows us that it is not what we give or the cost of the gift given that matters, but it is the feeling with which the gift is given. And this is pertinent to spiritual offerings as well. Puja Appaji is an avadhuta of Lord Dattatreya. He can materialize something in the blink of an eye. So, what does he care how fancy our offerings are? What catches his attention, what catches God's attention, is not the size of the offering, devotees, but the love and devotion with which that offering is made.
So, with love and devotion, let us all join together and offer this devotional song on this Navaratri day. Today, on this 7th day of Navaratri 2022, Goddess Saraswati is worshipped. So, let us join together and offer this bhajan, the lyrics to which you can find by entering bhajan ID number 2139 on the Bhajan Mala app or website.
सादर सरस्वती गिरां देवता ब्रह्माणि वामती सादर सरस्वती गिरां देवता ब्रह्माणि वामती ब्रह्माणि वामती ब्रह्माणि वामती सादर सरस्वती गिरां देवता ब्रह्माणि वामती सादर सरस्वती गिरां ब्रह्माणि वामती ब्रह्माणि वामती वारोहनं नव क्षेत्रे दाहो व्रणे वारोहनं नव क्षेत्रे दाहो व्रणे क्षेत्रे दाहो व्रणे भूयादावेशितास्य मे मतिं नित्यधिदेवते भूयादावेशितास्य मे मतिं नित्येति देवते भूयादावेशितास्य मे मतिं नित्येति देवते भूयादावेशितास्य मे मतिं नित्येति देवते सादर सरस्वती गिरा देवता ब्रह्माणि वामती सादरा सरस्वती गिरा ब्रह्माणि वामती ब्रह्माणि वामती ऐं बीजवासिनी सद्विद्यादायिनी ऐं बीजवासिनी सद्विद्यादायिनी सर्वाधारासि देवी देशिका सच्चिदानन्दिनी सर्वाधारासि देवी देशिका सच्चिदानन्दिनी सर्वाधारासि देवी देशिका सच्चिदानन्दिनी सर्वाधारासि देवी देशिका सरस्वती गिरा ब्रह्माणि वामती सादर सरस्वती गिरा ब्रह्माणि वामती सादर सरस्वती गिरा देवता ब्रह्माणि वामती गिरा ब्रह्माणि वामती ब्रह्माणि वामती वारोहनं नव क्षेत्रे दाहोरणे वारोहनं नव क्षेत्रे दाहोरणे क्षेत्रे दाहोरणे भूयादावेशितास्य मे मतिं नित्येति देवते भूयादावेशितास्य मे मतिं नित्येति देवते भूयादवेसितास्य मे मतिं नित्येति देवते भूयादवेसितास्य मे मतिं नित्येति देवते सरस्वती गिरा देवता ब्रह्माणि वामती ऐं बीजवासिनी सद्विद्यादायिनी ऐं बीजवासिनी सद्विद्यादायिनी सर्वाधारासि देवी देशिका सच्चिदानन्दिनी सर्वाधारासि देवी देशिका सर्वाधारासि देवी देशिका सच्चिदानन्दिनी सर्वाधारासि देवी देशिका सच्चिदानन्दिनी सागरा सरस्वती गिराम देवता ब्रह्माणि वामती सागरा सरस्वती गिराम देवता ब्रह्माणि वामती ब्रह्माणि भामती ब्रह्माणि भामती हरे ब्रह्माणि भामती ब्रह्माणि भामती
May that Divine Mother, Goddess Saraswati, grant us all the knowledge required for spiritual upliftment. Heartfelt gratitude is extended to the one who guides us on such a path, the composer of that beautiful bhajan, Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji, the present day Avadhuta of Lord Datta Arpanam.
You were just listening to Puja Sri Swamiji here on Datta Arpanam. Thank you for tuning in to today's show, which is coming to you on 103.1 FM thanks to Puja Appaji's grace, as well as the kind sponsorship by Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokeye Supermart Limited.
Today you have been hearing the story behind and lessons contained within the 79th shloka of Shatashloki Ramayanam, that 100-verse abridged version of Srimad Ramayanam. You heard that Lord Rama, feeling bad that he could not adequately thank Lord Hanuman for bringing him the good news of Sita's location and state, that Lord hugged Lord Hanuman.
Again and again, Rama asked Hanuman for all the details about Lanka. Through this, he is showing us that before commencing a task, we must gather relevant information and prepare ourselves.
Hanuman then elaborated in detail all the information that he had assessed about the enemy and their secrets.
After ascertaining all the information, Rama got ready for the war. The entire army of Vanaras and bears followed their king Sugriva. They marched through all the terrains. The Vanara army was indescribably huge. Even mountains appeared buried under this vast army.
To this mighty army, which itself appeared like an endless ocean, the real ocean appeared to be an obstacle. It was an invincible bottleneck. The ocean was splashing its huge waves, and it appeared to be laughing and jeering at them. The army felt dejected. They pondered about the various ways by which they could cross that vast ocean. Unfortunately, though, none of the ideas was practical. This ocean was such that they could not swim, not everyone could fly across it like Hanuman did, they could not sail using boats, nor could they build a bridge over it. How then were they to cross over to Lanka? Unable to find a solution, everyone was crestfallen. Everyone, including Rama, grieved. Lakshmana was consoling Rama.
At that exact moment in Lanka, Ravana called a meeting of all his ministers. he expressed his view that Rama could easily cross over the ocean along with his army and attack Lanka. He wanted to know his minister's suggestions in this matter. And listeners, here we see that no matter how high our position is, Ravana was king after all, but no matter how high our position is, we should always be open to advice when the best way forward is unknown to us.
The only thing here, though, is that to their king Ravana, who was now worried and scared, his foolish ministers started speaking of their great strength and might, and they boosted the confidence of their king. They assured him of an easy victory in the war. So again we learn something from Ramayanam. Ravana is looking to people who will tell him what he wants to hear and not what he needs to hear. This is sometimes referred to as groupthink. People who will simply tell us what we want to hear are not the people to whom we should turn for advice. Instead, we should always turn to those who will guide us along the correct path. We should turn to those who will speak in our best interest. We should turn to those who are knowledgeable in the matter at hand.
Vibhishana, the younger brother of Ravana, differed from the other ministers. He clearly voiced his opinion that Rama would bring about the destruction of the entire demon race, and that the only way to escape destruction was to hand over Sita to her husband Rama. Vibhishana advised Ravana that this was the rightful way out. With this, Lanka and all of its citizens will be saved, he said.
You could probably imagine how this advice was greeted. While Vibhishana was giving him words of advice, Ravana began to jeer at him. He criticized Vibhishana and refused to hear his words of wisdom. Vibhishana then flew up into the air and said to his brother, "My dear brother, seeking your welfare, I spoke wise and just words. Nevertheless, you don't listen. I am therefore leaving."
Vibhishana approached Rama and sought refuge. Rama welcomed him, and at that very moment got Lakshmana to crown him as the king of Lanka. And listeners, here Lord Rama teaches us that we should always remain true to our word. He not only kept his word to his father to live in exile for 14 years, but here, by offering refuge to someone who technically is from the enemy's side, in other words Vibhishana is from Lanka, Rama is remaining true to his promise to offer refuge to anyone who seeks shelter with him.
That Lord, Lord Rama, an incarnation of Lord Vishnu, will offer shelter to us too, if, with sincere surrender and humility, we approach him. So let us do just that. Let us worship him not only as Rama, but as the Dashavatara. Let us worship him through this unique bhajan composed and rendered by Parama Pujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji. You can find the words to the bhajan by entering bhajan ID number 894 on the Bhajan Mala app or website. So please do sing along.
ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಬಂಧು ಗುರು ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ
ತಲ್ಲಿವಿ ತಂದಿವಿ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಬಂಧು ಗುರು ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ
ಸ್ನೇಹ ಸಖ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಬಂಧು ಬಳಗ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಸ್ನೇಹ ಸಖ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಬಂಧು ಬಳಗ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಬಂಧು ಗುರು ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ
ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಬಂಧು ಗುರು ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ
ಪರಮ ಪವಿತ್ರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಪಾವನ ಪುರುಷ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ
ಪರಮ ಪವಿತ್ರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಪಾವನ ಪುರುಷ
ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ದೀನದಾತ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ದಯಾ ಸಿಂಧೋ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ
ದೀನದಾತ
ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ದಯಾ ಸಿಂಧೋ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಮಚ್ಚಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಮಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಮಚ್ಚಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಮಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಬಂಧು ಗುರು ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ವರಹಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ವಾಮನ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ವರಹಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ವಾಮನ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ನರಸಿಂಹವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಭಾರ್ಗವ ರಾಮ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ರಾಮಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಕೃಷ್ಣಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ರಾಮಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಕೃಷ್ಣಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಮಾತಾ ಪಿತನೆ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಬಂಧು ಗುರು ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ
ಪಿತನೆ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಬಂಧು ಗುರು ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ
ಬುದ್ಧಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಕಲ್ಕ್ಯಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಬುದ್ಧಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಕಲ್ಕ್ಯಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ದಶಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ದೀನೋದ್ಧಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಕಲ್ಕ್ಯಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ದೀನೋದ್ಧಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ವಿಠಲ ವಿಠಲ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ವಿಠಲ ವಿಠಲ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ವಿಠಲ ವಿಠಲ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ವಿಠಲ ವಿಠಲ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಜಯ ಹರಿ ವಿಠಲ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಬಂಧು ಗುರು ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ರಂಗ ರಂಗ ವಿಠಲ 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 ವಿಠಲ
Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Vamana, Narasimha, Bhargavarama or Parshurama, Rama, Krishna, Buddha and Kalki. These are the 10 avatars of Lord Vishnu who are worshipped in that beautiful bhajan, one of my favorites actually.
You were just listening to Parama Puja Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji as he rendered that self-composed bhajan here on Datta Arpanam. Today's show is coming to you on 103.1 FM through the grace of Puja Sri Swamiji and thanks to the kind sponsorship by Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokeye Supermart Limited. Special thanks go out to them as they do to you, dear listener, for your company this evening.
Before that bhajan, you heard that when Ravana failed to take the dharmic advice of his brother Vibhishana and return Sita Devi to Lord Rama, Vibhishana left Lanka and sought refuge in Lord Rama. Not only did Lord Rama take him in, but he also had Lakshmana crown Vibhishana king of Lanka.
Based on the advice Vibhishana gave, Sugriva and other prominent Vanaras approached Rama and said, "O Lord, please pray to the ocean."
Around that time, Ravana sent his spy Shuka to gather all the information from Rama's camp. The Vanaras caught Shuka and were mercilessly harassing him. Shuka prayed to Rama, and it was only because of Rama's grace that his life was saved and he was able to return to Lanka.
Teaching us an example and following the advice given to him, even though he was the Supreme Lord, Rama prayed to the ocean. He spread dharba grass on the shore and lay down on it.
3 days and 3 nights passed, but the ocean did not budge. It retained its careless attitude. Seeing this, Rama became very angry. His eyes turned red and fierce. Addressing Lakshmana, he said, "This ocean thinks that I am incapable and weak. Such is his arrogance. Forbearance and kindness are not the qualities that one should display in front of such arrogance. Lakshmana, now witness my might. With my arrows, I am going to dry up this entire ocean. It is my mistake to be patient with him."
Saying this, Rama drew out powerful arrows from his quiver and released them. Those supreme arrows that were like a blazing fire moved at a great speed and cut through the ocean, causing unimaginable turbulence and destruction. Thousands of large waves as high as mountains began jumping up and down, carrying with them multitudes of sharks, crocodiles, and other sea animals. All the animals living in the ocean were terrified. Not stopping at this, at unbelievable speed, Rama's arrows dashed to Patala or hell and destroyed the demons there.
The ocean god was humbled. The ocean retracted and moved back a distance of 1 yojana or 8 miles. Om Sita Rama Bhyam Namaha.
Listeners, hearing of Lord Rama's fury, one is reminded of the Rudra aspect of Lord Shiva. So, as we look forward to Puja Appaji's visit next year for the Maharudra Yagam, let us join together in chanting the mantra he gave to the world, Shivaya Rudraya Namaha.
Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. Shivaya Rudraya Namaha. शिवाय रुद्राय नमः 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 शिवाय रुद्राय नमः
You were just listening to His Holiness, the present-day Avadhuta of Lord Datta Arpanam, Paramapujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji, as he chanted the mantra which we are to use to prepare our hearts, minds and souls for 2023's Maharudra Yagam, which will take place right here in Trinidad.
You are tuned in to Datta Arpanam on 103.1 FM. At this stage, we begin to wrap up today's show, starting with the offering of pranams and gratitude at the divine feet of Paramapuja Sri Swamiji, without whose teachings, compassion, love, guidance, and music, this show would not be possible.
Pranams to you, Puja Appaji. Kindly forgive any errors which may have been committed in preparing or in sharing today's show, and please guide us to avoid such errors in the future.
Special thanks are extended to the staff at 103.1 FM and to the sponsors of Datta Arpanam, Samtran Insurance Brokers Limited, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited. And of course, to you, dear listener, heartfelt gratitude is again extended for sharing your evening with us.
Please tune in to 103.1 FM again next Sunday at 6 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time for another edition of Datta Arpanam, a showcase of the life, music and teachings of Paramapujya Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji.
In the meantime, remember to like and follow the Datta Arpanam Facebook page and the Avadhuta Datta Pitam Facebook page to be kept informed of the Navaratri austerities which are taking place in Mysuru and being live streamed on Facebook.
Many of you look forward to the Chandi Homa every year. Well, you still have some time to register for the Chandi Homa, which is taking place tomorrow night, Trinidad time, but early Tuesday morning, Indian Standard Time. To register for this powerful Homa in Mysuru, simply visit www.dattapitham.org. That's www.dattapeetham.org. Register or sign in if you have previously registered with the site. Select Avadhuta Dattapitham Mysore, click on Pujas, then scroll down the list of Navratri Pujas to Pradhana Chandi Homa and follow the prompts which come up once you have selected it. Chandi Homa will also be taking place at the Sri Dattatreya Yoga Center in Karapi Chaima, as well as the Sri Satchidananda Yoga Ashrama in Pinal, so you can contact these ashramas directly or check them out on Facebook to get more information about how you can register for these homas.
May the blessings of Mother Goddess be with all. May the blessings of Puja Sri Datta Swamiji be with all. Jai Guru Datta.
Shri Guru Datta. Harihi Om Tat Sat.
माता पार्वती देवी माता पार्वती अन्नपूर्णे माता देवी भिक्षा देहि कृपावलंबन करे माता माता हे माता ओम श्री माता ललितांबा 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 हे माता 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 अम्बाता ये ललितांबा अम्बाता ये ललितांबा हे माता हे माता हे माता हे माता अम्बाता ये ललितांबा अम्बाता ये ललितांबा हे माता ओम श्री माता ललितांबा हे माता ओम श्री माता ललितांबा हे माता कंची कामाक्षी ललितांबा हे माता कंची कामाक्षी ललितांबा हे माता मधुरे मीनाक्षी 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 ललितांबा हे माता काशी विशालाक्षी ललितांबा हे माता काशी विशालाक्षी ललितांबा हे माता ज्ञानवल्लभे ललितांबा हे माता ज्ञानवल्लभे ललितांबा हे माता 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 अम्बा पूर्णे ललितांबा अम्बा पूर्णे ललितांबा हे माता चंडे चामुंडे ललितांबा हे माता चंडे चामुंडे ललितांबा हे माता कनका दुर्गे ललितांबा हे माता कनका दुर्गे ललितांबा हे माता भक्ते पूर्णे ललितांबा हे माता भक्ते पूर्णे ललितांबा हे माता अर्धनारी ललितांबा हे माता राजा राजेश्वरी ललितांबा हे माता गज गौरीश्वरी ललितांबा हे माता गज गौरीश्वरी ललितांबा हे माता सच्चिदानंदी ललितांबा हे माता सच्चिदानंदिनी ललितांबा हे माता सच्चिदानंदिनी ललितांबा हे माता सच्चिदानंदिनी ललितांबा हे माता ओम श्री माता ललितांबा हे माता ओम श्री माता ललितांबा 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 हे माता अंबा ताये ललितांबा हे माता अंबा ताये ललितांबा हे माता कंची कामाक्षी ललितांबा हे माता कंची कामाक्षी ललितांबा मधुरे मीनाक्षी ललितांबा काशी विशालक्षी ललितांबा ज्ञानवल्लभे ललितांबा अम्बा अन्नपूर्णा अम्बा अन्नपूर्णा हे माता कनका दुर्गे ललितांबा हे माता कनका दुर्गे ललितांबा हे माता सच्चिदानंदे ललितांबा हे माता सच्चिदानंदे हे माता जय लक्ष्मी 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 माता हे माता ओम श्री माता ललितांबा हे माता ओम श्री माता ललितांबा ओम श्री माता ललितांबा ओम श्री माता ललितांबा ओम श्री माता ललितांबा ओम श्री माता ललितांबा
ॐ वाग्देव्यै च विद्महे ब्रह्मपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सरस्वती प्रचोदयात् ॐ वाग्देव्यै च विद्महे ब्रह्मपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सरस्वती प्रचोदयात् ॐ वाग्देव्यै च विद्महे ब्रह्मपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नः सरस्वती प्रचोदयात् ॐ सरस्वत्यै नमः ॐ सरस्वत्यै नमः ॐ सरस्वत्यै नमः
श्री गणेशाय नमः श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीपादवल्लभ नरसिंह सरस्वती श्री गुरुदत्तात्रेयाय नमः दत्तात्रेयं महात्मानं वरदं भक्तवत्सलं प्रपन्नार्तिहरं वन्दे स्मर्तृगामी सनोवतु दीनबन्धुं कृपासिन्धुं सर्वकारणकारणं सर्वरक्षाकरं वन्दे स्मर्तृगामी सनोवतु शरणागतदीनार्थ परित्राणपरायणं नारायणं विभुं वन्दे स्मर्तृगामी सनोवतु सर्वानर्थहरं देवं सर्वमङ्गलमङ्गलं सर्वक्लेशहरं वन्दे स्मर्तृगामी सनोवतु ब्रह्मण्यं धर्मतत्त्वज्ञं भक्तकीर्तिविवर्धनं भक्ताभीष्टप्रदं वन्दे स्मर्तृगामी सनोवतु शोषणं पापपङ्कस्य दीपनं ज्ञानतेजसः तापप्रशमनं वन्दे स्मर्तृगामी सनोवतु सर्वरोगप्रशमनं सर्वपीडानिवारणं विपदुद्धरणं वन्दे स्मर्तृगामी सनोवतु जन्म संसारबन्धघ्नं स्वरूपानन्ददायकं निःश्रेयसपदं वन्दे स्मर्तृगामी सनोवतु जयलाभयशक्काम धातुर्दत्तस्य यस्तवं भोगमोक्षप्रदस्येमं प्रपठेत् सक्री भवेत् श्रीगणेशाय नमः श्रीसरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीपादवल्लभ नरसिंह सरस्वती श्रीगुरुदत्तात्रेयाय नमः
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तत्सत्